Welcome to Dr. Jester. I'm gonna rant about this from Sausage Roll. Yeah, I kind of like the name of the website. Has a nice roll on your tongue. It's funny and nice. I like it. I like it. Trans people want to kill J.K. Rowling for writing a book about the killer trans. Congratulations for taking on another example of cancel culture. And not only that, these people are also burning books. They have absolutely zero self-awareness. Not even a tiny little bit. Not even this. Not even this. Not a microscopic tiny little bit amount of self-awareness. No, not even a tiny little bit. Zero. Zero. They are completely and utterly idiots. J.K. Rowling's new book, Troubled Blood, is upsetting a lot of people because it features a cross-dressing murderer. Now trans people want to kill the Harry Potter author. Shit on a pickle, these people are insane. Is J.K. Rowling's new book, Troubled Blood, about to turn into a non-fiction? Let's hope not. The British writer is receiving a plethora of death threats from the trans community after writing a book about a cross-dressing killer. There has been a lot of protest about J.K. Rowling's new book. And the funny thing is, absolutely none of these people have read the book. Despite their claims that it portrays the trans community in a negative light, the book is not in any way, shape or form about trans people. No, it's about a psychopath with mommy issues who likes to cross-dress because it arouses him. Does that describe a trans people? I didn't think so, but maybe it does. Unless you are actually part of the community who is a psychopath with mommy issues who cross-dress because it arouses you and wants to kill people. Unless you're part of that community, then probably I see why it would upset you. Then again, the people who wants to kill J.K. Rowling, they might actually be a psychopath. And they may actually be offended, but they... Seriously, the microphone today is actually acting really kind of asshole. Maybe they actually have that tendency and they kind of feel offended by the book. Okay, back to the article. The book is not even about trans people. J.K. Rowling has been receiving a lot of death threats since she tweeted in support of a woman who lost her job for saying that there is a biological difference between trans and cis women. Since then, there has been outpouring of hate for the once beloved author of the Harry Potter series. I mean, yes, it was once a beloved author by the trannies. Why? Because they would pretty much be the only book that I've read in their entire lifetime. Okay, I'm exaggerating a little bit in there, but they would go out on protests and other things, and they would write and they would make constant allusions to characters of Harry Potter. They'll be pretty much Trump is Voldemort type of deal. That's what they would do. And now that J.K. Rowling came out in support that there is a difference between a biological woman, they started to spurg out and started burning books. Kind of exactly what the Nazis did back in the 40s, the communists, the Antifa. Do these people realize they are actually doing the same shit that they have done in the past? No, of course not. They are so utterly insane, completely lacking total self-awareness, a Killer Hughes level of self-awareness here we are dealing with, that they don't realize it. J.K. Rowling has been staunch supporter of the let's make this faster. The alphabet community, and even declared that Dumbledore was gay. Yes, in fact, she went on and on about she retconned a few characters. For instance, Hermione in the book nowhere mentions that she's black, not even a tiny little bit. But she retconned on a tweet that Hermione certainly was black. And now Dumbledore, because it had nothing in the books that even alludes for him to being gay, she retcons him to being gay. Yes, that's why we joke around that when they change the characters or something like that, they do the J.K. Rowling's treatment to the character. Because the author sees an opportunity to receive some virtual signaling points, and they actually end up doing it. Okay, let's go back to the article. Inside showing support for the author vandalize. I already addressed that in a previous video about this. In Vancouver, Canada, sign to support resurrected to show support for the author. Like monkeys, they threw feces and other girls' bodily fluids at the sign. And the sign agent, which is Patterson, buckled with one single complaint. Alright, let's keep going. Things aren't getting any better for the 55-year-old feminist after she released her new book called Troubled Blood. The book features a psychopathic killer who likes to cross-dress for arousal because of his deep-seated issues with women. The trans community is plotting to murder her, or at the very least hope that she dies. I'm not going to read some of the tweets and comments in here because I don't want to get yeeted out of YouTube, even though, despite the Twitter and YouTube allowing this to occur if you are part of that demographic. Since I am not part of that demographic, then I need to be censored. If I was... okay, I'm not going to read that. I'm definitely not reading that. Frantic Beasts and where to find the death threats. TERF, according to Wikipedia, is an acronym for Trans Exclusionary Radical Feminist. It was originally coined in 2008. The term was originally applied to a minority of feminists espousing sentiments that other feminists consider transphobic, such as rejection of assertion that trans women are women. Okay, I'm not reading that. Another wrote, I hope, definitely not reading that one. Okay, so if you are staring at the screen, you can actually read what they wrote, because I'm definitely not reading this. I don't want to get yeeted out of YouTube. I'm completely sorry about that. Okay. And they mention Nazi without even realizing that they are actually the Nazis. The self-awareness. Harry Potter actor Daniel Radcliffe, let's see, no, another user tweeted, not reading that, like I said, their comment received 47 likes and 5 tweets. Retweets, sorry. Harry Potter actor Daniel Radcliffe didn't make matters any better for Rowling after he condemned her and stated that somehow she was directly responsible for trans suicides because in some way she was dehumanizing trans people. J.K. Rowling's new book, Troubled Blood, has been banned by some bookstores for being transphobic, but you can still buy your hard copy from Amazon. Congratulations, people. You're doing exactly what has happened in the past. Do you actually expect or think that this time is going to be different? This time you're not going to replicate the things that led to the World War II and other things? And other authoritarian and tyrannical systems that still plagues this day? Of course not. You don't realize that. You people are so insane, so absolutely fucking insane that you don't realize that. So go on, burn books like the Nazis did. Be proud of the Kristallnacht that you're trying to do. Huh. Congratulations are in order then. Congrats. Anyway, and that's all I'm going to cover about this, because they are also targeting her on the new Harry Potter game, and Warner Bros has to come out trying to distance themselves from her because of this. They are trying to cancel her even on the Harry Potter game, or at least the Harry Potter universe game. I only saw the trailer kind of vaguely, and I didn't care much. It looks good. It definitely looks good, as in it has a lot of details, and the quality of the models and texturing looks awesome. It's for PS5, but beyond that, Apparently it feels like it's something reminiscent of the 1800s or something like that, but quite frankly, I don't give much of a shit. I think the gameplay might actually be subpar, but I don't know. And usually games like that, cinematic that way, it's kind of like, what was it, the name? Oh yes, Last of Us 1 and 2. Oh, The Last of Abby. That's kind of what you can probably expect from a game like that, or at least it's what one can expect when they show this amount of cinematic in relation to the game. But I could be wrong. Anyway, thank you for watching, see you on my next video, good night.